Let's preview Bengals versus Cowboys. Now, we're doing this on our Thursday live show in time for the Monday Night Football game. No injury stuff we'll talk about because I don't want stuff to get outdated. But I do know this is a safe space for you to comment. Do you want to win this game? 5-7, you're kind of sort of alive in the playoff hunt still. You need a ton of help. You're going to be at least 2 games down no matter what exiting this week. Do you want to beat the Bengals? Y for yes, N for no. Sound off for me in the comment section of today's show. Let's talk matchups to watch. And number 1 for me is Juanyeh, who seems primed to start at left tackle per Calvin Watkins and others against Henderson. Now, Henderson doesn't really move around much. He lines up on the right side of the defense, left side of the offensive line, which means he gets the Cowboys' worst offensive lineman. And he will go against the Doga. And Hendrickson is like the one reliable, healthy, good player on this defense. That is the one guy who makes plays. He consistently gets pressure. He carries this team on defense. If the Bengals were at 500, Hendrickson would be in the Defensive Player of the Year conversation. Joe Burrow would be in the MVP conversation as well. Hendrickson against Juanyeh is not a matchup I like. It worries me. It scares me. I hope they chip and double team Hendrickson every single snap because there's no reason with the lack of talent the Bengals have up front otherwise to let it be a one-on-one matchup almost at all in this game. Number 2, we didn't mention it on our previous preview, run defense against Chase Brown. The Cowboys defense, the last month, the last 4 games, what I'm saying basically, has been much improved. They are 10th in EPA per play, 12th in success rate. Now, they are 31st in rush EPA per play. Now, the reason why that's so high, couple big chunk runs, couple quarterback scrambles, the Joe Mixon run, you take away the quarterback scrambles, Joe Mixon, isn't fair, the one Joe Mixon run against running backs only. Bengals are averaging about league average yards per carry. Take away the giant Joe Mixon run, it's 3.75 yards per carry. They've actually been very good. That's why they're 13th in success rate. This has been a fringe top 10 defense the past month. Now, competition, etc., but it includes some blowout games at the hands of Houston and Philadelphia. Chase Brown has offered a bit more explosive plays for Cincinnati. Now, the Bengals' offense in general has been an aerial attack unit because, of course, it has been. It's Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins. But they have given the ball to Chase Brown a bit more. He's been basically the only back since the Zach Moss injury. He will be involved in this game. All right, matchup to watch, the third. Tackling against playmakers. This goes both ways, by the way. This goes for both the Bengals tackling and the Cowboys tackling. Both of these teams don't tackle well. They are near the bottom in yards after catch and yards after contact in both receiving and running. They miss a lot of tackles. The Steelers last week against Cincinnati had 271 yards after catch. That is the most of any NFL team in any game this season. It's insane to think about. I mean, Cooper Rush those for 271. It's a career high, I think, or at least close to it. Probably would be the best game ever. Like, got to tackle well in this game. Team that doesn't tackle against Jamar Chase, because that guy makes every first player miss, I swear. It's a key part of the matchup. What is your confidence level in the Cowboys beating the Bengals this week? Scale it from 1 to 10. 1 on the low end, 10 on the high end. Number 4, it's Mike McCarthy, the Cowboys play caller, head coach, against Lou Anarumo. Both coaches embattled right now. Very much on the hot seat as well. The Cowboys offense, since Cooper Rush has taken over, the 4 games he's started, the points scored can be a bit deceptive since you've had 21 from special teams to defense the past 2 games. It's not good. They are dead last in expected points added with Cooper Rush, 28th in success rate. You got one of the NFL's worst passing offenses. The success rate on the ground is quite high, but the EPA has not been particularly good. The last 2 weeks on offense, a little bit better passing results, but overall not particularly good. The reality is this offense with Cooper Rush, and it's been this way In all of his starts, he has yet to have more than 2 touchdowns on offense with him in charge. They get points elsewhere, which is awesome, but it's been game manager, bus driver stuff. It hasn't been a very good offense with Cooper Rush. Here's the thing. I think it is perfectly reasonable, and I expect it, for Cooper Rush to have the best game of his career. The Bengals defense that they are facing this Monday Night Football is bad. This defense can't do anything. They can't move. They can't stop anything. They don't get pressure. They can't stop the run. They can't stop the pass. They don't get sacks. Cooper Rush should have a great game. Career day. His career passing yards, I think, was the 354 against Houston, but he also wasn't good that game. He can throw for 280 with 2 TDs and no interceptions, I think, pretty easily. That might not be enough against the Bengals offense, but the expectations are going to be higher for me. They're going to be much higher. Today's show is made possible by Game Time. You want to go to this game? It's a Game Time app. It's a new feature. Makes tickets to your favorite teams play live even easier. Built without the fluff Game Time Picks feature does, to only show you incredible deals on great seats so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of different tickets. Check out the seat view, panoramic view from your seat. Always important, Jerry World, and sometimes you can even not give an issue for Monday Night Football, but make sure maybe that sun isn't in your way either. The Game Time guarantee is this. You buy tickets on the Game Time app, you find them, same section and row for less. Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. It is the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. So what are you waiting for? Download the Game Time app, create your account, use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. But again, create your account, redeem code CHATSPORTS, CHATSPORTS, for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? It's game time. We'll stick with the coaches and play callers here. Mike Zimmer against Zach Taylor. Now, I will make note, in many ways, the Bengals and Cowboys they're mere images of teams. They got some similar issues, similar strengths, similar cash spending, money woes, which is kind of embarrassing for Dallas. Cowboys defense is much better than the Bengals defense. Bengals offense, much better, even though at times I think Mike McCarthy and Zach Taylor are very similar coaches. Again, the Cowboys defense past month has been a good pass defense. Now, the Giants, they've played. The Eagles had some mistakes. Texans have not been a very good offense. The Commanders were not good in that game either. Bengals offense is really freaking good. Like, this is a fantastic elite unit. Don't worry too much about the 2022 game those two teams played. The September Bengals, they're bad. The defense looks like September Bengals. Bengals offense is on fire. This is a really good test to see what Mike Zimmer can do. Of the two head coaches in this game, who do you think is better? MM for Mike McCarthy or ZT for Zach Taylor? Number 5, let's go players to watch here. Carl Lawson. I put him on this list. It's a revenge game. That's what this is. This is a former Bengal player who they kind of didn't want to bring back. It's a chance to go up against his own team. I am excited to see if Lawson can have some more success. He's been pretty good the past few weeks. He's made some more impacts. I am excited to see how this plays out. But I think I put Lawson on here over guys like, maybe a Micah Parsons, because it's a revenge game, and revenge games are always fun. Number 4, Kevontae Turpin. Can I get him the ball some more? It's fun. He's electric. I think you have to scheme for him. I think he is a gadgety player. I don't think he's a true receiver. You should stop using him on go balls downfield. I would like one time, can I run mesh with Kevontae Turpin and CeeDee Lamb? If I were the Cowboys, I would be spamming mesh this week. It's a simple, easy play call. Gets your guys in space, on the run, gets them moving with the football in their hands. The Bengals can't tackle. Like, I would just absolutely go down the short passing game. Let's get stuff going. Let's get stuff involved with Kevontae Turpin. So, you got to scheme for him a little bit, but I think you should find a way to make that happen. Prediction time. Who do you think scores the first touchdown in this game for the Dallas Cowboys? Let me know in the comments section of today's show. Number 3, the interior defensive line. This Bengals interior O-line, they're not going to have Orlando Brown, so Cody Ford's back out there at left tackle. I feel like Hendrickson and Micah might both be in for a sack fest. You're going to have Cordell Volson, who got benched last week at left guard. Ted Karras, Alex Kappa. It's not a good interior offensive line. Cowboys D-line needs to be great. Oso Odigizua has played very well the past 2 weeks. Past 3-4 weeks, actually. Keep it going. Mozzie Smith, last month, has played well. Much, much better than previous weeks. Got to keep it going. Got to keep stacking those good games. Now, we will be live for Cowboys Bengals Monday Night Football. Our stream will start at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the 8:15 kick. Hit that sub button so you don't miss out. Number 2 player to watch, DaRon Bland. You've been banged up at corner a lot this year. Bland's finally healthy. I've been waiting for my pick 6 king to get a pick. Might not come this week. Bengals have 2 of the best receivers in the NFL, T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. I kind of actually like Diggs' fit if healthy against Higgins and Bland on Chase. We'll see how they play it, but you're going to need big games from your corners, and they got to tackle well. Jamar Chase makes guys miss constantly. They have to tackle better than what they have in previous weeks, or it's going to be ugly. Number 1, though, it's the quarterback. Look, you can win this game. Your defense is playing more than well enough to give you a chance to win. Frankly, every single game since Micah Parsons came back, this defense has played well enough to win. The offense and the quarterback hasn't always. They haven't. We heard those EPA stats. This is not good quarterback play. I'm sorry. This is a little more than 4 starts worth, it's like 4.5 basically, of snaps for Cooper Rush. This is not good. It's not. You need to be better. They've not been great on third downs. They've had drives stalled in the red zone. That was true without Rush too, but he's the quarterback right now. This is a bad defense. He needs to be able to make some plays if the Cowboys are going to win this game.